Welcome to my channel Unleash Your English, my friends. If English feels scary to you, this video is for you. If you think you are too late, too slow, or not smart enough, stay with me. Today, you will see that English is not difficult. You do not need talent. You do not need perfect grammar. You only need to start. And today is the best day to start. Chapter 1. You are not bad at English. Let me tell you something important, and please listen with your heart. You are not bad at English. You never were. This belief that you are weak, slow, or stupid in English is not true. It did not come from inside you. It was placed there by fear, pressure, and wrong teaching. Many people around the world feel exactly like you feel right now. They think English is only for smart people, rich people, or lucky people. But that is not true at all. English is just a language, and language is made for humans, not for perfect robots. Maybe you tried before. Maybe you opened a book and felt lost. Maybe you listened to English and understood nothing. Maybe you tried to speak and people laughed, or you laughed at yourself. That moment stays in the mind for a long time. It hurts. It creates fear. Slowly, you stop trying. Slowly, you start believing you cannot learn. But let me say this clearly. Failing before does not mean you cannot succeed now. It only means you were learning in the wrong way. Think about how you learned your first language. You did not study grammar. You did not memorize rules. You listened, you copied, you made mistakes every day. Nobody said you were bad. Nobody told you to stop speaking. You were allowed to be slow. You were allowed to be wrong. That is why you learned. English is not different. The only difference is how people teach it. Schools often teach fear first. They teach rules first. They forget the human brain. You are not late. You are not old. You are not slow. These are lies that stop you from starting. The brain can learn at any age. The brain loves repetition. The brain loves simple things. When learning feels safe, the brain opens. When learning feels scary, the brain closes. Many people failed English not because they were weak, but because they were scared. Fear blocks memory. Fear blocks speaking. Fear blocks confidence. Let me ask you something simple. Can you understand these words? Hello, thank you. I am tired. I am hungry. If yes, then you already know English. That means you are not starting from zero. You are already on the road. Even one word is progress. Even one sentence is power. Do not look at fluent speakers and feel small. They also started with one word. They also made mistakes. They also felt afraid. The only difference is they continued. You do not need perfect pronunciation. You do not need a big vocabulary. You do not need to sound like a native speaker. You only need to communicate. Language is not about perfection. Language is about connection. If someone understands you, you are successful. Even broken English is still English. Silence teaches nothing. Speaking teaches everything. Many beginners feel shame. They say, "My English is very poor. I am embarrassed." Let me change that sentence for you. Say, "My English is growing. My English is improving. My English is in progress." Words matter. The way you talk to yourself matters. If you tell your brain you are bad, it believes you. If you tell your brain you are learning, it helps you. Be kind to yourself. You are doing something brave. This journey is not about becoming perfect. It is about becoming confident. Confidence does not come first. Action comes first. When you take small steps, confidence follows. One sentence today is better than 10 sentences tomorrow that never come. You do not need motivation every day. You need habit. You need patience. You need belief. There will be days when you feel strong. There will be days when you feel tired. Both days are normal. Do not stop on tired days. On tired days, do less. Listen only. Repeat one sentence. Smile and continue. Progress is not loud. Progress is quiet. It happens when nobody is watching. It happens when you show up again. Remember this moment. This is the moment you decided not to give up on yourself. This is the moment you stopped blaming yourself. This is the moment you chose to start again. English is not your enemy. English is your tool. English is your bridge. English can open new doors, but first, it must feel safe in your mind. You belong here. This journey is for you. You are capable. You are learning, and this is only the beginning. Chapter 2. Do what absolute beginner really means. Let us clear something very important right now. The words absolute beginner sound scary, but they should not. Many people hear this and feel small inside. They think it means they know nothing. They think it means they are behind everyone. That feeling is heavy, but the truth is very different. Absolute beginner does not mean empty. It does not mean stupid. It does not mean weak. It simply means you are at the starting point of a new journey, and every powerful journey starts exactly there. If you can say hello, you are not zero. If you understand thank you, you are not zero. If you know even one English word, you are already learning. Many beginners forget this. They look at others and compare. They forget their own progress. English learning is not a race. There is no finish line that everyone reaches at the same time. There is only your path, and your path begins right where you are standing now. A1 and A2 are not labels to shame you. They are just names to help you learn step by step. A1 means you are learning to understand simple English. A2 means you are learning to use it more comfortably. That is all. There is no judgment here. There is no pressure. These levels are not walls, they are stairs. You climb one step at a time. You do not jump. You do not rush. You climb calmly. Many people think fluent English means fast English. That is wrong. Fluent means comfortable. It means you can express yourself without fear. It means you can make mistakes and keep speaking. Beginners often stop because they want to be perfect too soon. They want big sentences. They want clean grammar. But learning does not work like that. Learning works when you allow yourself to be simple. Being an absolute beginner is actually a beautiful place. You are free. You are not carrying bad habits yet. You are not stuck in complex rules. You can build your English in a natural way. You can listen more. You can feel the language. You can grow slowly but strongly. Many advanced learners wish they could start again with a calm mind. You have that chance now. Do not say, I am too old. Do not say, my memory is weak. These are stories we tell ourselves. The brain learns through repetition and emotion. When you repeat simple things again and again, the brain remembers. When you feel relaxed, the brain opens. Stress blocks learning. Calm helps learning. That is why we start slow. That is why we keep sentences easy. An absolute beginner does not need long books. An absolute beginner does not need hard exams. An absolute beginner needs safety. You need to feel okay when you do not understand. You need to feel okay when you forget. Forgetting is part of learning. Even children forget words. They hear them again and again and again. Then one day, the word stays. Look at yourself with new eyes. You are not behind, you are beginning. Beginning means hope. Beginning means possibility. Beginning means growth. Every fluent speaker you admire was once an absolute beginner. They sat where you sit now. They felt confusion. They felt doubt. But they continued. Not because they were special, but because they were patient. Your job right now is not to be fast. Your job is to be consistent. 10 minutes every day is better than 2 hours once a week. One sentence every day is better than silence for months. Small actions feel weak, but they are powerful. They build confidence quietly. One day you wake up and realize English feels lighter. That moment is coming. You are allowed to enjoy this stage. Enjoy learning new sounds. Enjoy repeating simple sentences. Enjoy understanding one new word. Happiness helps memory. Pressure kills it. When you enjoy, you continue. When you continue, you improve. This is the secret most people never learn. So when you hear the words absolute beginner, smile. It means you are brave enough to start. It means you chose growth over comfort. It means you are building something new. And step by step, word by word, you will move forward. You are exactly where you need to be. Chapter 3: Forget Grammar for Now. Let me tell you something that may surprise you. Grammar is not your enemy, but grammar is not your starting point either. Many beginners fail because grammar comes too early. It feels heavy. It feels confusing. It feels like rules without meaning. When you start with grammar, your brain feels pressure. And when the brain feels pressure, it stops learning. That is why so many people say, I studied English for years, but I still cannot speak. Think about how you learned to speak your first language. You did not open a grammar book. You did not memorize tenses. You listened to people around you. You copied sounds. You repeated words again and again. You spoke wrong sentences many times. Nobody stopped you. Nobody corrected you every second. You learned naturally because learning felt safe. English should feel the same. Grammar is like a map. A map is useful but only after you start walking. If you look at the map before you move, you feel lost. But when you walk first, the map later makes sense. Right now, your job is to walk. Your job is to hear English, feel English, and use English in small ways. Rules can wait. They are patient. Many learners are afraid to speak because they think about grammar first. They think, is this correct? Is this tense right? Is this sentence perfect? While they think, the moment passes, the conversation moves on, and they stay silent. Silence feels safe, but it stops growth. Speaking with small mistakes is better than silence with perfect grammar in your head. You do not need to understand why a sentence works. You only need to know that it works. When you hear a sentence many times, your brain learns the pattern. Later, grammar only gives names to what you already know. This is how children learn. This is how fluent speakers learn. Understanding comes after usage, not before. For now, focus on simple sentences. I am happy. I am tired. I like tea. I want water. These sentences are powerful. They help you express real feelings. They help you connect. When you use these sentences again and again, they become part of you. You do not think, you just speak. That is real learning. Some people say, but grammar is important. Yes, it is important. But timing is more important. Too much grammar at the beginning kills confidence. Confidence is more important than correctness right now. When you feel confident, you speak more. When you speak more, you improve faster. Grammar later becomes easier because you already feel the language. Do not punish yourself for mistakes. Mistakes are signs of courage. Every mistake means you tried. Every try makes your brain stronger. If you wait until you are perfect, you will wait forever. There is no perfect moment, there is only this moment, and this moment is good enough to speak. Your brain loves patterns, not rules. When you hear and repeat simple English daily, your brain starts recognizing patterns naturally. You may not know the rule, but you know the feeling. You know what sounds right. That feeling is more powerful than memorized rules. That feeling is fluency growing inside you. Forget grammar for now does not mean grammar is bad. It means grammar will come later when your mind is ready. First, build comfort, build habit, build courage. Speak small sentences daily, listen daily, repeat daily. Let English enter your life slowly and gently. You are not lazy. You are not weak. You are learning in a smarter way now, a human way, a natural way. Trust the process. Trust yourself. Grammar will meet you later. And when it does, it will feel lighter. It will feel friendly. Right now, just speak. Just listen. Just continue. Chapter 4, Words Before Sentences. Sentences before rules. Let us slow down and build English the right way. Not fast, not heavy, not confusing. Real learning is simple. It starts small. Many beginners feel pressure to speak long sentences quickly. They want to sound advanced. They want to jump ahead. But the brain does not work like that. The brain loves steps. When you respect the steps, learning becomes easier and stronger. Everything begins with words. Words are the bricks of language. One brick may look small, but it is powerful. When you learn a word and use it again and again, it becomes yours. You do not forget it easily. Words like water, food, work, home, happy, tired. These are real words from real life. When words connect to your life, they stay longer in your mind. Do not try to learn many words in one day. That creates stress. Stress blocks memory. Instead, choose a few words. Touch them, feel them, use them in simple ways. Say them out loud. Write them, think them. When a word becomes familiar, it feels friendly. Friendly words make learning enjoyable. After words come sentences, short sentences, simple sentences, sentences that help you live. I am hungry. I am at home. I like music. I work here. These sentences are not small. They are powerful. They help you express yourself. They give you confidence. When you can say a sentence without thinking, you feel strong inside. Many beginners think long sentences mean better English. That is not true. Clear sentences mean better English. Short sentences are easy to remember, easy to say, easy to understand. They help your brain feel success. Success creates motivation. Motivation makes you continue. This is how progress grows quietly. You do not need rules to build sentences at first. You need examples. You need repetition. When you hear the same sentence many times, your brain understands the structure naturally. You may not know why it works, but you know it works. That feeling is important. That feeling is learning. Think about children again. They do not learn rules first. They hear sentences. They copy sentences. Slowly, patterns form in their minds. Later, teachers give names to those patterns. That is grammar. But grammar comes after experience. Experience always comes first. If you try to learn rules before sentences, English feels heavy. You feel confused. You feel afraid to speak. But when you build sentences first, rules later feel easy. Grammar stops feeling like an enemy. It starts feeling like a helper. Timing changes everything. One sentence can change your confidence. One sentence can make you feel proud. When you say a sentence correctly even once, your brain remembers that feeling. It wants more of it. That is why repetition is powerful. Repeat one sentence many times instead of learning 10 new ones. Depth is stronger than speed. Do not rush yourself. Rushing creates mistakes and frustration. Slow learning creates understanding and calm learners continue longer. Long learners succeed. This is not about how fast you start. This is about how long you stay. Words become sentences. Sentences become habits. Habits become fluency. This order matters. Respect it. Trust it. You are building a strong base now. A strong base makes everything easier later. Skipping steps makes everything harder. You are not behind. You are building correctly. Every word you learn is a brick. Every sentence you repeat is a wall. Slowly your English house becomes strong. One day you will speak longer sentences naturally. You will not even notice when it happens. That is real growth. Stay patient. Stay simple. Stay consistent. Words first. Sentences next. Rules later. This is the path, and you are walking it the right way. Chapter 5. English is a skill, not a subject. Many people think English is like math or history. They think it is a subject you study, memorize, and pass. This belief is one of the biggest reasons people feel stuck. English is not a subject. English is a skill, and skills are learned by doing, not by reading rules again and again. When you understand this, everything changes in your mind. Think about riding a bicycle. You can read 10 books about balance, but you will still fall the first day you try. You learn by sitting on the bike. You learn by moving. You learn by falling and trying again. English works in the same way. You cannot learn to speak by only watching videos or reading books. You must use the language, even in small ways. When people treat English like a subject, they wait. They wait until they feel ready. They wait until they know more words. They wait until grammar feels perfect. That waiting becomes a habit. Years pass. English stays in books. Confidence never comes. But when you treat English like a skill, you start using it early. You speak small sentences. You listen daily. You repeat. You improve without noticing. Skills grow through repetition, not through pressure. When you repeat something daily, it becomes natural. At first, English feels slow in your mouth. Words feel heavy. That is normal. With time, the mouth learns. The brain learns. Speaking becomes easier. This does not happen in one day, but it does happen if you continue. A subject asks you to remember answers. A skill asks you to act. English wants action. It wants your voice. It wants your ears. It wants your time. Even 5 minutes a day is powerful. 5 minutes every day is better than one long study session that happens only once a week. Small daily action creates strong habits. Do not ask yourself how much English do I know. Ask yourself how much English do I use. Usage matters more than knowledge. You may know many rules, but if you do not speak, nothing changes. You may know fewer words, but if you use them daily, your confidence grows fast. Some learners feel shy using English. They think people will judge them. But skills grow in silence too. You can practice alone. You can speak to yourself. You can describe what you see. You can talk about your day. Nobody needs to listen. Your brain is listening, and your brain is learning. When English becomes part of your life, it stops feeling like work. It becomes a habit. You think in small English sentences. You hear English without fear. You speak without planning every word. This is what skill learning looks like. It is quiet. It is slow, but it is real. Do not measure progress by tests. Measure progress by comfort. Are you less afraid today than yesterday? Can you understand a little more? Can you say one more sentence? These are signs of growth. Celebrate them. Small wins matter. You do not need to be perfect to practice. Practice creates improvement. Improvement creates confidence. Confidence makes learning faster. This circle starts with action, not perfection. Remember this. English is not a classroom prison. English is a tool. It helps you connect. It helps you express. It helps you grow. When you stop studying English and start using it, the language opens to you. Treat English like a skill. Use it daily. Be patient. Be kind to yourself. And one day, you will look back and smile. You will realize you are speaking without fear. That is the power of skill learning. Chapter 6. Why listening comes first. Before you speak English, before you read long texts, before you worry about grammar, something very important must happen. You must listen. Listening is the door. Speaking comes later. Many beginners try to speak first and feel frustrated. They say, "My mouth does not move. My words stop." That happens because the ears did not get enough time. The brain needs sound before it can produce sound. This is natural. This is human. Think about a baby. A baby listens for months before speaking. The baby hears voices, sounds, emotions, and rhythm. The brain collects everything quietly. Then one day, words come out. No stress, no pressure, just natural growth. English learning works the same way. When you listen more, speaking becomes easier later. Listening builds comfort. At first, English may sound fast. It may sound confusing. That is okay. You do not need to understand everything. Understanding grows slowly. The brain learns patterns even when you do not notice. Every time you listen, something enters your mind. Even if you feel nothing is happening, learning is happening. Many beginners feel tired when listening. They try too hard. They want full meaning. That creates pressure. Pressure blocks learning. Instead, relax. Let the sound flow. Focus on tone. Focus on common words. Listen again and again. Repetition is your friend. The brain loves repeated sound. You do not need difficult content. You need slow and simple English. Easy stories, simple sentences, clear voices. When listening feels easy, confidence grows. Confidence makes you listen more. More listening brings more understanding. This circle is powerful. Do not worry if you forget words. Forgetting is normal. The brain needs many meetings with a word before it remembers. Every word is like a stranger at first. After many meetings, it becomes a friend. Listening creates those meetings. Listening also helps pronunciation. When you hear words many times, your mouth learns the shape of sound. Later, when you speak, words come out more naturally. You do not need to force accent. Clarity matters more. Listening gives you clarity. Many learners ask, should I use subtitles? At the beginning, you can, but do not depend on them forever. Try listening without reading sometimes. Let your ears work. Your ears are smart. Trust them. When listening without subtitles feels hard, listen again. Hard today becomes easy tomorrow. Listening teaches rhythm. English has music, stress, pauses, feeling. Grammar books cannot teach that. Only listening can. When you feel the rhythm, sentences feel alive. Speaking becomes smoother. Make listening part of your daily life, while walking, while resting, while cooking. You do not need full attention all the time. Even soft listening helps. The brain keeps learning in the background. Do not compare yourself to others. Some people understand faster, some slower. That does not matter. What matters is that you listen again tomorrow. Consistency wins, not speed. Listening is not passive, it is active learning. You are building a strong base. A strong base makes speaking easy later. Skipping listening makes speaking painful. So give your ears time. Be patient. Be gentle. Let English enter your life slowly. One day, you will speak and feel surprised. Words will come without fear. That day is built by listening today. Chapter 7. Speaking, even when you feel not ready. There is a moment that every English learner waits for. A moment they call ready. They say, I will speak when I feel ready. I will speak when I know more words. I will speak when my grammar is better. This moment feels safe in the mind, but it is a trap. Ready does not come first. Speaking creates readiness. This is one of the biggest truths in language learning, and when you understand it, fear starts to lose power. Most beginners feel the same fear. The heart beats fast, the mouth feels dry, thoughts stop. This fear is normal. It does not mean you are bad, it means you care. But fear should not decide your actions. If fear decides, you stay silent, and silence keeps fear alive. Speaking, even a little, slowly breaks that fear. Each small sentence is a small victory. You do not need an audience to start speaking. You do not need perfect listeners. You can start alone. Speak to yourself. Speak in your room. Speak while walking. Speak while doing simple things. Say what you see. Say what you feel. I am tired. I am drinking water. I am at home. These sentences are simple, but they are powerful. They train your mouth. They train your brain. They build courage quietly. Many learners think speaking means long conversations. That is not true. Speaking starts with one sentence. One sentence today is enough. When you speak one sentence, you tell your brain, "This is safe." When the brain feels safe, it allows more words to come. Tomorrow, one sentence becomes two. Next week, it becomes a short conversation. Growth happens step by step. You may make mistakes. You will make mistakes. This is not a problem. This is progress. Every mistake shows you are trying. People who never speak never make mistakes, but they also never improve. Choose progress over perfection. Choose courage over comfort. Your English does not need to be beautiful, it needs to be real. Do not wait for confidence. Confidence is not a gift, it is built through action. When you speak and survive, confidence grows. When you speak again, it grows more. Confidence is like a muscle. It gets stronger when you use it. If you wait, it stays weak. If you act, it grows. Some days speaking will feel easy, some days it will feel hard. Both days are part of the journey. On hard days, speak less. Say one sentence and stop. That is still success. Never punish yourself for low energy. Consistency matters more than intensity. You might feel embarrassed. You might feel silly. These feelings pass. Regret stays longer than embarrassment. Years later, you will not remember the small mistake you made, but you will remember if you never tried. Speaking now protects your future self. Your voice matters. Your ideas matter. English is just a tool to share them. Do not hide because of fear. Every fluent speaker you admire once spoke broken English. They did not wait. They spoke early. They spoke badly, and they became better. Speak even when you feel not ready. Speak small. Speak slow. Speak daily. This is how fear becomes confidence. This is how silence becomes voice. This is how English becomes yours. Chapter 8. Mistakes are signs of growth. Many English learners are scared of one thing more than anything else: mistakes. This fear is strong. It stops people from speaking. It stops people from trying. It makes learning feel painful. But today, this chapter will change how you see mistakes. Because mistakes are not proof that you are bad. Mistakes are proof that you are growing. If you never make mistakes, it means you are not using English. It means you are hiding. It means you are waiting. Growth never happens in hiding. Growth happens when you try, when you speak, when you move forward even with fear. Every mistake is a small step forward. Without mistakes, there is no learning. Think about how you learned anything in life: walking, writing, riding a bike. You fell, you failed, you tried again. Nobody expected perfection. Mistakes were normal. But with English, people suddenly expect themselves to be perfect. This expectation is unfair. It creates pressure. Pressure kills confidence. Confidence is more important than correctness right now. When you say a wrong sentence, something powerful happens. Your brain receives feedback. It learns what works and what does not. This is how learning works. The brain learns faster from mistakes than from success. A mistake creates a strong memory. Later, you remember the correct way more easily. Many beginners think people will laugh at their mistakes. Sometimes people do, but most of the time they do not care. And even if they laugh, that moment passes. What stays is your progress. Do not give other people the power to stop your growth. Your future matters more than their opinion. Mistakes are temporary. Confidence is permanent. If you stop because of mistakes, you stay in the same place. If you continue, mistakes slowly reduce on their own. You do not need to fight them, you need to walk through them. Say this to yourself: it is okay to be wrong. It is okay to forget. It is okay to sound strange. These thoughts calm the mind. A calm mind learns faster. A scared mind shuts down. Be kind to yourself. You are learning something new. That is brave. Many fluent speakers still make mistakes. They just do not stop speaking because of them. That is the real difference. They focus on meaning, not perfection. Communication matters more than correctness. If someone understands you, you are successful. Every mistake is information. It tells you what to practice. It shows you where to improve. Without mistakes, you are blind. Mistakes are teachers. Listen to them, but do not fear them. Some days you will make many mistakes. That does not mean you are getting worse. It means you are pushing your limits. Growth feels uncomfortable. Comfort means no growth. Choose growth. Do not correct yourself too much while speaking. That breaks flow. Speak first. Improve later. Let English move naturally. Fluency comes from flow, not from stopping every second. Celebrate your mistakes. Smile when you make one. Say, "Good, I am learning." This mindset changes everything. Learning becomes lighter. Fear becomes smaller. Progress becomes faster. Remember this truth: mistakes are not enemies. Mistakes are signs of growth. They mean you are brave enough to try, and brave learners always move forward. Chapter 9: Thinking in English, One Word at a Time. Many learners believe that thinking in English is something magical. They think it is only for fluent speakers. They think it comes after many years. This belief creates distance. It makes English feel far away, but the truth is simple. Thinking in English starts very small. It starts with one word, one simple word, and you can start today. Right now, many learners think in their own language and then translate into English. This feels slow. It feels tiring. It creates fear while speaking. Translation is heavy work for the brain. It takes time. That is why words stop in the mouth. That is why sentences break. This is not because you are weak. It is because your brain is busy translating. Thinking in English does not mean you stop thinking in your own language forever. It means you slowly add English thoughts. You do not replace your language. You add a new habit. Habits grow slowly, and that is okay. Start with simple thoughts. Very simple. When you wake up, think good morning. When you drink water, think water. When you feel tired, think tired. Do not make long sentences. One word is enough. One word creates a bridge in the brain. Every bridge starts small. At first, your brain may forget. You may return to your language. That is normal. Do not fight it. Gently bring English back. No pressure, no anger. Learning should feel calm. Calm creates memory. Thinking in English is not about speed, it is about consistency. If you think one English word many times a day, that word becomes natural. Later, two words come together. I am tired. I am hungry. I am happy. These thoughts become automatic. Automatic thinking is fluency growing. Many learners wait to think in English until they know many words. This is backwards. Thinking in English helps you remember words. When you use a word in your mind, it becomes alive. Words that live in your mind stay longer. Do not try to think about everything in English. That creates stress. Choose moments, small moments, daily moments, while walking, while eating, while resting. English becomes part of life, not a study subject. Your brain learns through repetition. Every time you think a word, you strengthen a connection. One day, you will notice something special. Words will come faster. You will not translate. You will feel surprised. That surprise is progress. Some days thinking in English will feel easy. Some days it will feel hard. Hard days are part of learning. Do not stop. On hard days, think even one word. That is enough to continue the habit. You do not need correct grammar in your thoughts. Thoughts are private. They are practice space. Make mistakes there. Explore there. Grow there. Thinking in English changes how you feel about the language. English stops feeling foreign, it starts feeling familiar. Familiar things are not scary. When fear reduces, speaking improves. This habit is powerful because it is quiet. Nobody sees it. Nobody judges it. But it changes everything from inside. Fluency grows first in the mind, then in the mouth. So start small. One word, one thought, one moment. Today. This is how thinking in English begins. And this is how English slowly becomes yours. Chapter 10. Your Daily English Routine. Many people fail at English not because they are weak, but because they have no routine. They study one day, then they stop for many days, then they start again. This breaks progress. The brain loves routine. When something happens daily, the brain accepts it as normal. English must become normal in your life. Not special, not heavy, just normal. A daily routine does not mean long hours. Long hours create tiredness. Tiredness creates quitting. A good routine is small and easy, something you can do even on bad days. 10 minutes every day is powerful. It is better than 1 hour once a week. Consistency beats intensity every time. Start your day with English if you can. Morning is quiet. The mind is fresh. Even 5 minutes in the morning makes a difference. Listen to simple English, slow English. Let your ears wake up with the language. You do not need full attention. Just listen and relax. During the day, add one small speaking moment. Speak to yourself. Describe what you are doing. I am working. I am eating. I am walking. These sentences connect English to real life. Real life English stays longer in the mind. This is how language becomes natural. In the evening, repeat one sentence. Only one. Choose a sentence you like. Repeat it slowly. Repeat it again. Let it sit in your mind. Repetition is not boring. Repetition is how the brain learns. Every repetition makes the sentence lighter. Do not try to do everything in one day. That creates pressure. Pressure kills habits. A routine must feel easy. If it feels easy, you continue. If you continue, you improve. Some days you will feel tired. On those days, do the minimum. Listen for 1 minute. Say one sentence. That is enough. Never break the habit. Even small action keeps the door open. Do not wait for motivation. Motivation comes and goes. Routine stays. When English becomes part of your daily life, you do not need motivation. You just do it like brushing your teeth. Track your routine simply. A small tick on a paper. A note on your phone. Seeing progress builds confidence. Confidence makes you want to continue. Your routine should include listening, speaking, and thinking in English. Not all at once. Spread through the day. Make English light. Make it friendly. Remember, a routine is not a prison. It is support. It carries you on days when you feel low. Trust small daily actions. They build big results. One day, you will realize English feels easier. That day is built by daily routine. Start small, stay consistent. This is the secret of success. Chapter 11 Perfect. How to learn words that stay forever. Many English learners feel tired of learning new words. They learn today. They forget tomorrow. This cycle feels frustrating. It makes people think their memory is weak. But the problem is not memory. The problem is the method. Words do not stay when they are learned alone. Words stay when they are lived. A word without a feeling is easy to forget. A word with a feeling stays longer. When you learn a word from a list, it has no life. It has no story. The brain does not care. But when you learn a word inside a sentence, inside a moment, the brain remembers. This is how real learning works. Do not learn words like a dictionary. Learn words like a human. Choose words that belong to your life. Words you use every day. Food, work, family, feelings, actions. When a word connects to your daily life, it becomes important. Important things are remembered easily. Instead of learning 10 new words, learn one word deeply. Take one word and make many simple sentences with it. I like tea. I like music. I like walking. The word like becomes strong. It becomes familiar. Familiar words come faster when you speak. Speed grows naturally. Repetition is not boring when you understand its power. Repetition is training. Athletes repeat moves. Musicians repeat notes. Language learners repeat sentences. Every repetition makes the word lighter in your mind. At first, it feels slow. Then it feels natural. Then it feels automatic. Do not chase big vocabulary. Big vocabulary without usage is useless. Small vocabulary with strong usage is powerful. Many fluent speakers use simple words very well. That is real fluency. Clear words, clear meaning, clear communication. Say words out loud. Sound matters. When you hear your own voice, memory becomes stronger. Speaking connects the brain and the mouth. Writing also helps. Write short sentences, simple sentences. Your brain remembers what your hands write. Use words many times in one day. Think the word, say the word, hear the word, write the word. The brain learns through multiple connections. The more connections you make, the longer the word stays. Do not worry about forgetting. Forgetting is part of learning. When you forget and remember again, the memory becomes stronger. This is normal. Do not feel bad. Feel patient. Avoid learning too many words at once. That creates confusion. Confusion creates stress. Stress blocks memory. Calm learning builds strong memory. Slow learning is deep learning. Use pictures in your mind. When you learn a word, imagine it. See it. Feel it. The brain loves images. Images stay longer than text. A word with an image becomes alive. Learn words from stories. Stories give words meaning. Stories give words emotion. Words learned through stories stay longer because they are part of a journey. That is why stories are powerful for beginners. Your goal is not to know many words. Your goal is to use words confidently. When you use words, they stay. When words stay, confidence grows. Confidence makes learning faster. Trust this method. Simple words, real sentences, daily repetition. This is how words stay forever. And when words stay, English stops feeling heavy. It starts feeling friendly. Chapter 12. Using your phone for English. Your phone is already in your hand many times a day. You wake up and touch it. You walk and look at it. You rest and scroll on it. This small object has more power than you imagine. It can waste your time, or it can change your English. The choice is gentle, not strict. You do not need to fight your phone. You need to guide it. Many learners think they need expensive courses or heavy books. They forget the strongest tool they already have. Your phone can bring English into your life again and again, in small moments. Small moments matter. Learning does not only happen at a desk, it happens in between life. Start by changing what your phone shows you. When your phone shows English, your brain meets English. When your brain meets English many times, fear reduces. English becomes familiar. Familiar things are not scary. This is how comfort grows. Listen to simple English on your phone. Slow voices, easy sentences, short stories. You do not need to understand everything. Let the sound enter your ears. Listen while walking. Listen while resting. Listening does not need full focus all the time. Even light listening helps. Your brain keeps learning quietly. Do not overload your phone with many apps. Too many choices create confusion. Confusion stops action. Choose one or two simple things and stay with them. Simple always wins. When learning feels easy, you continue. When you continue, you improve. Use your phone to record your voice. This may feel strange at first. Many people feel shy hearing their own voice. But this is powerful practice. Speak one sentence. Record it. Listen. Smile. You are learning. You do not need to sound perfect. You need to sound real. Your voice is part of your journey. Your phone can also help you think in English. Write small notes. One sentence. One thought. Today I am tired. Today I feel happy. Writing helps memory. Writing makes thoughts clear. Clear thoughts create confidence. Change small things on your phone. Change the language to English if you can. At first, it may feel confusing. That confusion is learning. You will see words again and again. Slowly, they become familiar. Familiar words feel friendly. Friendly words stay longer. Do not scroll without purpose. You do not need to stop scrolling completely. Just change what you scroll. Short English videos. Simple English messages. Easy content. Your brain learns from what it sees often. Repetition creates learning without effort. Use reminders in English. Simple reminders. Drink water. Go outside. Be calm. These small English messages appear in your day. They teach without pressure. Learning should feel light, not heavy. Some days you will use your phone well. Some days you will forget. Do not judge yourself. Learning is not about perfection, it is about returning. When you remember, come back gently. One small action is enough. Your phone is always with you. That is its power. 5 minutes here, 2 minutes there. These minutes add up. Over weeks and months, they change how you feel about English. English stops feeling far away. It starts living with you. You do not need to change your whole life. You only need to change small habits. Small habits shape big results. When English enters your phone, it enters your day. When it enters your day, it enters your mind. Use your phone as a friend, not an enemy. Let it support your learning. Let it remind you. Let it expose you to English gently. This is modern learning. Simple, human, real. One day, you will notice something. You understand more. You feel less afraid. You speak with less effort. That change did not come from one big study session. It came from small moments with your phone. And those moments started today. Chapter 13, Shadowing Made Easy for Beginners. Many English learners hear the word shadowing and feel afraid. It sounds difficult. It sounds advanced. It sounds like something only fluent speakers can do. But shadowing is actually one of the most natural and powerful ways to learn English, especially for beginners. You do not need perfect English to start shadowing. Shadowing helps you build perfect habits slowly. Shadowing means listening and speaking at the same time or just after the speaker. You hear a sentence, you repeat it, you copy the sound, you copy the rhythm, you copy the feeling. You do not think too much. You do not analyze. You just follow. This is how children learn. This is how the brain loves to learn. Many beginners try to create sentences from their mind too early. This feels hard. Words stop. Fear comes. Shadowing removes this pressure. The sentence already exists. You do not need to create it. You only need to repeat it. This makes speaking feel safe. Safe speaking builds confidence. Start very slow. Choose very simple English. Short sentences. Clear voice. Do not choose fast videos. Do not choose difficult accents. Easy English is not weak English. Easy English is smart English. When something feels easy, you repeat it more. When you repeat more, you improve faster. Listen first. Just listen. Let the sentence enter your ears. Listen again. Then repeat slowly. Pause if needed. There is no rush. Shadowing is not a race. It is training. Training needs patience. Your mouth needs time to learn new movements. That is normal. At first, your voice may sound strange. You may feel uncomfortable. That feeling is temporary. New habits always feel strange at the beginning. Do not stop because of this feeling. Continue gently. After some days, your mouth will feel more relaxed. Words will flow more easily. Shadowing helps pronunciation without stress. You do not need to learn rules about sounds. You hear them again and again. Your mouth copies naturally. This is how pronunciation improves quietly. You may not notice the change every day, but others will notice later. Shadowing also helps confidence. When you repeat real English sentences, you feel like a speaker. You feel connected to the language. This feeling is important. It tells your brain, I can do this. Confidence grows from small experiences like this. Do not shadow for a long time. 5 minutes is enough. Even 3 minutes is good. Short practice done daily is powerful. Long practice done once is not. Make shadowing part of your routine. Same time, same place. Small habit. Some days shadowing will feel smooth. Some days it will feel hard. Hard days are learning days. On hard days, slow down. Choose easier sentences. Continue anyway. Progress comes from showing up, not from feeling perfect. You do not need to understand every word while shadowing. Understanding grows later. Focus on sound. Focus on flow. Meaning will follow. Trust the process. The brain is learning more than you think. Shadowing turns listening into speaking. It connects ears and mouth. This connection is the heart of fluency. When ears and mouth work together, speaking becomes natural. Many fluent speakers used shadowing without knowing the name. They copied movies. They copied songs. They copied people. Copying is not cheating. Copying is learning. Original speaking comes later. Shadowing is your bridge. It takes you from silent listening to confident speaking, step by step, sentence by sentence. You do not need to be brave. You just need to repeat. Start today. One sentence, one voice, one copy. This small action is shaping your future English. And one day, you will speak freely and smile because it started with simple shadowing. Chapter 14, English in Your Daily Life. Many people think English only lives inside books, classrooms, or exams. This idea makes English feel far away. It feels separate from real life. That is why learning becomes heavy. But English is not meant to stay on paper. English is meant to live with you. In your room, in your kitchen, on the street, in your mind. When English enters your daily life, learning becomes natural. You do not need special time to use English. You already have time. You wake up, you wash your face, you eat, you walk, you work. All these moments are chances to use English. Small chances, gentle chances, real chances. When you use English during real actions, words become alive. Alive words stay longer. Start in your room. Look around. See simple things. Bed, chair, door, window, light. Say the words quietly. Then say a sentence. I am on the bed. The door is open. The light is on. These sentences are easy. They are real. They train your brain to connect English with what you see. Go to the kitchen. Food is powerful for learning. Food has feeling, smell, taste, emotion. Say simple sentences. I am cooking. I am eating rice. The tea is hot. These sentences may feel small, but they are strong. They belong to your life. Words connected to life do not disappear easily. When you go outside, English can come with you. Walking, waiting, traveling. Look around and describe. The road is busy. The sky is blue. I am waiting. I am walking slowly. You do not need to speak loud. Speak in your mind or softly. Your brain is listening. At work or school, use English quietly. Describe your actions. I am writing. I am listening. I am working. Even if nobody hears you, learning happens. You are building a habit. Habits are powerful. They change you slowly without stress. Many learners wait for perfect situations to speak English. They wait for English partners. They wait for classes. They wait for confidence. But real growth happens when you stop waiting. You create English moments yourself. You do not need permission. You only need awareness. Do not try to use difficult English in daily life. Simple is enough. Simple is strong. Simple sentences build confidence. Confidence invites more learning. When English feels easy, you use it more. When you use it more, you improve faster. Some days you will forget to use English. That is normal. Do not feel guilty. Guilt creates pressure. Pressure stops learning. When you remember, gently come back. Say one sentence. That is enough to continue. English in daily life changes your relationship with the language. English stops feeling like a subject. It becomes a companion. It walks with you. It listens to you. It grows with you. This feeling removes fear. You may feel shy at first. Talking to yourself feels strange for many people, but this feeling passes. What stays is progress. Private practice is safe practice. It allows mistakes. It allows freedom. Freedom creates growth. Daily life English also prepares you for real conversations. When you describe actions daily, speaking to people feels easier. Words come faster. Sentences feel familiar. Fear becomes smaller. You do not need to force this habit. Let it grow naturally. Start with one moment. Morning, evening, walking time. Choose one and stay with it. Small consistency builds strong results. Remember this truth. English does not need a special place. Your life is the classroom. Your actions are the lesson. Your voice is the practice. When English becomes part of your day, fluency stops feeling far away. Bring English into your life gently. Let it sit with you. Let it grow with you. One sentence at a time. This is real learning, and you are already doing it. Chapter 15: How long will it take? The honest truth. This is one of the most common questions in every English learner's mind. How long will it take? Weeks, months, years. People want a clear number. They want a promise. They want a finish date. This question is natural, but the honest answer is different from what many people expect. And the truth, when you understand it, will actually give you peace. English is not a race. It is not a competition. It is not something you finish and forget. English is a journey, and every journey moves at a different speed for every person. Some people learn fast at the beginning. Some learn slowly and then suddenly grow. Both are normal. Speed does not decide success. Consistency does. Many learners stop because they think they are too slow. They compare their progress with others. They watch fluent speakers online and feel small. This comparison hurts motivation. It makes learning heavy. But you cannot see someone's full journey. You only see the result. You do not see their fear, their mistakes, their years of confusion. Comparing yourself to others steals your joy and slows your progress. Here is the honest truth. If you use English every day, even a little, you will improve. Not maybe, not sometimes. You will improve. The brain changes with repetition. This is science. This is human nature. 10 minutes a day for 6 months is stronger than 2 hours a week for 2 years. Daily contact creates familiarity. Familiarity creates confidence. Confidence creates fluency. Some days you will feel progress. Some days you will feel nothing. This is normal. Learning is not a straight line. It goes up and down. On quiet days, learning is still happening under the surface. Seeds grow underground before you see anything. Do not stop watering just because you do not see leaves yet. Many people ask, when will I speak confidently? Confidence does not arrive suddenly. It grows slowly. One sentence today, 2 sentences next week, a short conversation later. You may not notice the change day by day, but one day you will look back and realize how far you came. That moment feels beautiful. Do not wait for fast results. Fast learning often disappears fast too. Slow learning stays longer. When you learn slowly, you build strong foundations. Strong foundations support long-term fluency. This is why patient learners succeed. Your background does not decide your speed. Your age does not decide your speed. Your past failures do not decide your future. What decides everything is your daily relationship with English. Are you touching it every day? Are you listening? Are you speaking a little? Are you thinking in English sometimes? These small actions matter more than talent. There is no perfect timeline. Anyone who promises fluency in 30 days is lying or selling something. Real learning takes time, and that is okay. You are not late. You are exactly on time for your life. Instead of asking how long will it take, ask a better question. Am I continuing today? If the answer is yes, you are winning. Progress is built by showing up, even on bad days, especially on bad days. Enjoy the process. Enjoy small wins. Enjoy understanding one new sentence. Enjoy saying one sentence without fear. These moments are the real reward. Fluency is not only the end, it is built from these moments. Trust yourself. Trust the process. Give English time, and give yourself kindness. You are moving forward even when it feels slow, and slow progress is still progress. Chapter 16: Confidence comes after action. Many learners say, "I will speak when I feel confident." This sentence sounds logical, but it is not true. Confidence does not come first. Action comes first. Confidence follows action. When you wait for confidence, you wait forever. When you act, even with fear, confidence slowly appears. This chapter is about changing this belief deep inside you. Confidence is not something you are born with. It is something you build. Nobody wakes up confident in a new language. Even fluent speakers once felt shy. They once felt afraid. They once felt small. The difference is simple. They acted anyway. They spoke even when their voice shook. They continued even when they felt uncomfortable. Fear is not a sign to stop. Fear is a sign that you are doing something new. New things always feel uncomfortable at first. If you stop every time you feel fear, you never grow. Growth lives on the other side of fear. When you take one small action while feeling afraid, fear becomes weaker next time. Start with very small actions. Speak one sentence. Read one sentence out loud. Listen and repeat one sentence. These actions may feel too small to matter, but they matter a lot. Small actions tell your brain, "I survived this. Nothing bad happened." This message is powerful. It slowly changes how you feel. Confidence grows from proof. When you speak once, you prove to yourself that you can speak. When you speak again, the proof becomes stronger. After many small proofs, confidence feels natural. This process cannot be skipped. Thinking alone cannot create confidence. Only experience can. Many learners hide because they want to protect themselves from embarrassment. But hiding protects fear, not you. Fear grows in silence. Confidence grows in action. When you speak, even imperfectly, you take power back. You stop being a victim of fear. Do not wait for the perfect sentence. Do not wait for the perfect moment. There is no perfect moment. There is only this moment. And this moment is enough to try. Trying is success. Speaking badly is better than not speaking at all. Some days you will feel confident. Some days you will not. Confidence is not stable at the beginning. That is normal. On low confidence days, lower your goal. Speak less. Do easier practice. But do not stop completely. Stopping breaks the chain. Continuing keeps growth alive. Confidence also grows when you stop judging yourself. Your English does not need to impress anyone. It needs to serve you. It needs to help you express simple ideas. When you remove pressure to be impressive, speaking becomes easier. You may notice something interesting. After some time, you stop thinking so much. Words come faster. Fear reduces. You may still make mistakes, but they do not stop you anymore. This is confidence. It does not mean no fear. It means fear does not control you. Action also changes identity. When you speak daily, even a little, you start seeing yourself as a speaker. This identity is powerful. Once you see yourself as someone who speaks English, everything changes. Habits become easier. Motivation increases. Growth accelerates. Do not wait for others to give you confidence. Give it to yourself through action. Every small action is a gift to your future self. Your future self will thank you for speaking today. Remember this truth and keep it close. Confidence is not the door. Action is the door. Confidence is the room inside. Open the door first. Step in and let confidence meet you there. Chapter 17: Why Comparing Yourself Destroys Progress. Many English learners do something that slowly breaks their confidence. They compare themselves with others. They watch fluent speakers. They listen to fast English. They see people speaking smoothly, and inside, a quiet voice says, "I am not good enough." This voice is dangerous. It does not push you forward, it pulls you back. Comparison looks harmless, but it is not. When you compare your beginning with someone else's middle or end, you feel weak. You forget your own journey. You forget your own effort. You forget how far you have already come. This makes learning heavy. Heavy learning does not last. Every learner has a different story, different time, different life, different chances. Some people started English as children. Some grew up hearing English around them. Some studied for many years. You cannot compare your path with theirs. It is unfair to you, and it steals your energy. When you compare, you stop seeing progress. You may understand more than last month. You may speak more than before. But comparison hides this truth. It makes you blind to growth. Growth needs attention. When you notice growth, motivation grows too. English learning is not about being better than others. It is about being better than yesterday. That is the only comparison that matters. Yesterday, you knew less. Yesterday, you spoke less. Today, you are trying. That is progress. And progress deserves respect. Comparison also creates fear. You think people will judge you. You think you sound bad. This fear stops speaking. Silence increases fear. Fear increases comparison. This cycle is painful. You must break it. Focus on your lane, your speed, your goals. Maybe your goal is to speak simple English confidently. Maybe your goal is to understand videos. Maybe your goal is to talk at work. All goals are valid. You do not need to match anyone else's dream. Social media makes comparison stronger. People show results, not struggle. They show success, not confusion. Do not believe that learning was easy for them. Everyone struggled. Everyone felt lost at some point. You are not alone. When you stop comparing, something beautiful happens. You feel lighter. You enjoy learning more. You speak without pressure. Enjoyment makes learning faster. Pressure makes it slower. Choose enjoyment. Celebrate small wins. Understand one sentence. Speak one sentence. Listen without fear. These moments matter. They build confidence quietly. Quiet confidence is strong confidence. You are not behind. You are learning. You are moving. You are growing. And that is enough. Walk your path with pride. The only person you need to impress is yourself. Let go of comparison. Hold on to consistency. Your English will grow, and when it does, it will be yours. Not copied, not forced. Real and confident. Chapter 18. When you feel like quitting. There will be days when you feel tired of English. Days when you feel slow. Days when you feel nothing is working. These days are not a sign of failure. They are a normal part of learning. Every learner, without exception, reaches this point. The difference between those who succeed and those who stop is not talent. It is what they do on these days. When you feel like quitting, your mind becomes loud. It says you are wasting time. It says you are not improving. It says others are better than you. This voice feels real, but it is not telling the truth. It is only reacting to tiredness. Tiredness changes how we think. It makes problems look bigger than they are. On quitting days, do not make big decisions. Do not judge your future based on one bad feeling. Feelings change. Progress stays. Many times, growth is happening quietly when you cannot see it. The brain is still learning even when motivation is low. Lower your expectations on hard days. Do not try to do everything. Do not force long practice. Do the smallest thing possible. Listen for 1 minute. Say one sentence. Read one sentence. This small action is powerful. It keeps the habit alive. Habits are fragile. Once broken, they are hard to rebuild. Protect the habit, not your mood. Quitting often comes from pressure. Pressure to be fast. Pressure to be perfect. Pressure to match others. Release this pressure. You are allowed to be slow. You are allowed to repeat the same sentence many times. You are allowed to rest. Resting is not quitting. Resting is part of growth. Remember why you started. Maybe you wanted confidence. Maybe you wanted better opportunities. Maybe you wanted to understand the world better. These reasons still matter. A bad day does not erase your purpose. It only hides it for a moment. Talk kindly to yourself on these days. Say, "Today is hard, but I am still learning." Say, "I will do a little and stop." Kind words calm the mind. A calm mind continues. Harsh words create resistance. Resistance leads to quitting. Do not wait to feel motivated again. Motivation returns after action, not before. One small action often brings a small feeling of success. That feeling brings more motivation. This is how you climb out of low days. Look back sometimes. Remember where you started. Remember the words you did not know before. Remember the sentences you can say now. Progress is easy to forget when you are tired. Reminding yourself brings strength. You are not weak for feeling like quitting. You are human. Learning something new takes energy. Energy goes up and down. Accept this rhythm. Work with it, not against it. Some learners quit because they think stopping for one day means failure. This is not true. Failure is stopping and never returning. Pausing and returning is strength. You are allowed to pause. Just promise yourself to return. Imagine your future self, a calmer speaker, a confident listener, a person who understands more. That future is built by small actions today, even on quitting days. Especially on quitting days. Stay gentle. Stay patient. Stay connected to the habit. You do not need to feel strong today. You only need to stay. And staying is already winning. Chapter 19. Think English can change your life. Many people think English is only a language. Just words. Just sentences. But English is more than that. English can change how you feel about yourself. It can change how you see the world. It can change the doors that open in your life. This is not a promise. This is reality for millions of people, and it can be your reality too. When you start learning English, the first change happens inside you. You feel proud. You feel brave. You are doing something for yourself. Every small sentence you understand tells your mind, "I can learn. I can grow." This feeling is powerful. It does not stay only with English. It spreads into other parts of your life. English gives you confidence. Not loud confidence. Quiet confidence. The kind that makes you stand a little taller. The kind that makes you speak a little more. When you can say what you think in another language, fear loses control. You stop feeling small. You start feeling capable. English also gives you access. Access to information. Access to ideas. Access to people. You can watch videos. You can read simple texts. You can understand signs and messages. The world becomes bigger, and when the world becomes bigger, your mind grows too. Many learners say, "I only want basic English." That is a good goal. Basic English is powerful. With basic English, you can travel. You can ask questions. You can understand instructions. You can help yourself. Independence grows, and independence feels good. English can also change your opportunities. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but slowly. Better jobs, better communication, better chances. English does not guarantee success, but it increases possibilities. Possibilities are hope. Hope keeps people moving forward. English connects you to people. You can talk to someone from another country. You can understand their story. You can share yours. Connection breaks loneliness. It reminds you that you are part of something bigger. Language builds bridges, and bridges change lives. Learning English also teaches patience. You learn to wait. You learn to repeat. You learn to continue even when progress feels slow. These skills help in life too. You become stronger inside, more stable, more calm. Some people think they are too old to change their life. This is not true. Learning something new wakes the brain. It brings freshness. It brings energy. English learning keeps the mind active. Active minds stay young. You may not notice the change at first. It happens quietly. One day you understand a sentence you did not understand before. One day you speak without fear. One day you help someone using English. These moments feel small, but they are big. They show change is happening. English does not change your life in one day. It changes your life step by step, word by word, sentence by sentence, habit by habit. That is how real change happens. Slow, deep, strong. Do not think English belongs to others. English belongs to anyone who is willing to learn. There is no gate. There is no permission needed. You are allowed to learn. You are allowed to speak. You are allowed to grow. Your English journey is also a personal journey. It teaches you discipline, courage, self-trust. These qualities stay with you. Even if English feels hard sometimes, it is shaping you into a stronger person. Believe this truth. English can change your life. Not because the language is special, but because you are changing while learning it. And when you change, your life changes with you. Keep going. You are closer than you think. Chapter 20 today. Today is the beginning, not the end. Take a deep breath and look at how far you have come. Not in years, not in certificates, but in courage. You started when fear was loud. You continued when doubt tried to stop you. That alone matters. Many people never start. You did, and that changes everything. Today is not the end of your English journey. It is the beginning of a new relationship with the language, a calmer relationship, a kinder one. English is no longer a big wall in front of you. It is a path under your feet. You may not see the end of the path yet, but you can see the next step, and that is enough. You do not need to rush now. Rushing creates pressure. Pressure brings fear back. You have learned something important. Small steps work. Daily contact works. Patience works. These lessons will carry you forward. Trust them. From today, English does not belong to the future. It belongs to your present. You can use it today. One sentence today. one thought today, one listening moment today. This is how habits live. This is how growth stays. Some days will feel good, some days will feel slow. This is normal. Do not read too much into your feelings. Feelings change. Habits stay. Stay with the habit, even on quiet days, especially on quiet days. Remember that English learning is not about becoming someone else. It is about expressing who you already are, your thoughts, your feelings, your story. English is just a tool to share them. You do not lose yourself by learning English. You expand yourself. There will be moments in the future when you forget this feeling. Moments when fear returns. Moments when comparison tries to enter again. When that happens, come back to the basics. Simple sentences, listening, speaking alone, kind self-talk. These basics are your foundation. Never wait for permission to speak. Never wait for perfect timing. Perfect timing does not exist. What exists is today, and today is ready for you. Your progress will not always be visible to you. Others may notice before you do. Someone may say, "Your English is better." You will feel surprised. That surprise is proof that growth was happening quietly. Be proud of yourself. Learning a new language is not easy. It takes humility. It takes patience. It takes courage to sound imperfect. You have shown all of these. That means you are capable of much more than you think. From today, choose continuation over perfection. Choose action over waiting. Choose kindness over criticism. These choices shape your future. English will keep giving you small gifts. Understanding a sentence. Speaking without fear. Feeling confident in a moment you once avoided. Notice these gifts. They are signs that you are changing. Your journey does not need to look impressive to others. It only needs to feel right to you. Walk at your pace. Speak in your voice. Learn in your way. Today is not a finish line. It is a door, and you are already through it. If this journey helped you, stay with me. Subscribe to the channel so we can continue together. Like this video so other beginners can find it too. And comment below with one simple sentence in English. Any sentence. It does not need to be perfect, just real. Your English journey has already started, and this time you are not stopping.